એન્ડ ટેકનોલોજી જ્યારે બી કે આપણે પ્લેયર્સ માટે કેવી રીતે ટેકનોલોજી ઇઝી કરી શકીએ, કેવી રીતે ગુજરાતના બાળકો આગળ જઈ શકે, જેના માટે અત્યારના એ વિચાર છે. આઈ વુડ રિક્વેસ્ટ ધ્યાની દવે ટુ પ્લીઝ વેલકમ દેવ પટેલ ઓન ધ ડાયસ પ્લીઝ. થેન્ક યુ સો મચ.
And finally managed to pull up to 10th position. Then in the next year was in Sharjah, where I ran into Ivanchuk again, who had played in the first World Sub Junior under 16. So it was typical then. The people you met in the under 16, you later on met them again in the under 20 events. Sometimes in the same year even. So I met Ivanchuk there, but the winner was a player called Maxim Glogi. Even though I beat him, I lost to two other people, so spoiled my chances. But already I felt that I could have won, if things go right. Then the next year, same thing happened. I was in Norway, in Gausdal. I was in fact slightly unlucky to lose to Firouzja.
Right.
But and it's also very hard in the modern era to be in a tournament without being in danger somewhere. But Gukesh managed it, which is especially hard with his style. I mean, Gukesh's style is sort of to make up for bad moves with good moves, or make up for bad games with good games, not to be so even.
Yeah.
So he was playing at just a very calm, very high level, and I think that explains his success. That he was very competitive, but at the same time very relaxed. So which is maybe a good tip for the participants here.
Right.
Of course, this is a big championship, but you'll want to keep your head about you, and maybe that's the best strategy. So,
When he started playing, it was all Europeans versus one Indian. So how did he manage that?
I think generally the community of chess players is it's one of these communities that lives in total, they're totally absorbed by the game of chess. So, you can say they're Europeans and Russians and so on, but we all spoke the same language in a way. And I don't mean this in a casual sense. It's very important that once you speak chess and you can discuss chess, as we all do without the board and all that, and sitting in an airport and you're just reciting moves, all this kind of thing, then you belong to that group. So I was not lonely. I mean, I made an effort to make some friends. Of course, every time they switched to a language other than English, I would lose it. But generally, most players were very friendly, and also they were not really groups. They were also fighting individually and things like that. So I was, of course, lucky to benefit from a lot of these interactions. That's how I learned. But it's true that it's a totally different journey from today. Recently I found out, I should have found out even earlier, but recently I found out that even more than, let's say, Gukesh and Prag, and their parents are much better friends even than them. Because all of them were sitting outside the same tournament hall, wondering, what is my son or daughter going to do today, and going mad. So all of them know each other even better. And backstage they were all exchanging tips, whereas at least the rivals have to keep something back for themselves. But the parents are excellent friends. So that was, but it just goes to show that they were together from the age of 8 or 9 or something like that. Whereas for me it was a totally different vibe. When I played the first national championship here, I was 15, but everyone else was at least 25 and above. So Praveen and then Ravi Shekhar all a bit older and so on. So very, very different sense. But of course, just like all the youngsters today, my parents were traveling everywhere to me. They both came to Ahmedabad for the whole tournament, 3 weeks. I think my father had to go back to Chennai once in a while because of the railways, but my mother was here for 3 weeks and so on. So that is one constant.
Current situation of chess with AI. but I want to ask the future of chess with Hive because I'm a software developer, so I'm very curious to ask that. What type of inventions should be made for the chess to make a better player with the integration of AI and the another LLM models? So what do you think to invent for chess to be better chess players?
So what is exciting about large language models is clearly that we are able to have a natural conversation with it. We are not expected to phrase a question in programmer's language, we are able to phrase it as we do with other humans. So the clear benefit would be when either you integrate chess program with the language side, or the chess program itself you're able to converse with. So imagine that while I'm chatting, I can say, these positions with queen against 3 pieces, I don't understand. Can you give me 50 examples? And if it understands from that, it will search in its database and pull 50 examples and say, I think you can look at these. And then I can tell it, of these 50, can you pick the ones where the queen won, but the pawn structure was broken or something like that. And then it says, okay, I found you 4 of those. And then you look at that. That will make life much easier for us. At the moment, I don't know if there's much value in a computer getting any stronger at playing chess. Because already it's like running against a plane. So the plane gets even faster, kind of absurd. But if the way we are able to communicate with it changes, it's very nice. I mean, right now what happens is I first search for queen versus 3 pieces. It will find all the examples but won't sort them out in any way. Then I'll have to do a deeper search, preferably bishops opposite color. There is no, I don't want 2 knights, I want 1 knight, and you have to keep on breaking down. If you could converse, that sort of thing comes easily. But then you can say, okay, can you look at my game, suggest something? Can you look at this? And that interface, if it happens, it will revolutionize chess training. I mean, that's what a lot of the coaches do for you. But imagine, in fact, your coach should be able to do that.